Yeah, welcome to Classy Touch DIY. It's your girl again. So for this stylish headband we are going to be making, we'll be needing our headband. Okay, so the headband is just a width of 1 inches. Okay, so you can use the bigger one, but for this particular measurement I'm working with, we just need this 1 inch headband. So the measurement we are going to be using for this is I'm going to be taking the first measurement, which is 18 inches. Okay, so we need that 18 inches. Then after that we'll need this long one. Let me just take the measurements. I think you just need one piece of ashoke for this style. Okay, so that's 41 inches. So 18 inches is the first one, while the second one is 41 inches. So I just decided to use black since it has a black, the ashoke has a black tip. Okay, so that's why I'm making use of black here. If not, you can work with just the same color. Okay, so for this one now is 3 inches. 3 inches. I'm going to be folding and cutting it into two. You fold it into equal halves and cut into two like so. Okay, so yeah, the next one we are going to be needing, which is going to be the last one, is this small piece here, which is 8.5 inches. Okay, you can as well use 8 inches. 8 inches or 8.5 inches will work just fine for it. Okay, so we're going to be setting that aside. So what I'm going to be doing next now is to fold this into two and stitch all the way down. Okay, I'm going to fold into two like so and stitch all the way down. And I'm going to do the same thing for the 41 inches too. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for the 41 inches too, and also the same thing for this 8.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to be stitching it all the way down like that. Okay, all right, so I'm done stitching. You can see I've stitched the three like that. Like I said earlier, you can as well make use of the same color all through. I just decided to mix mine with black because my ashoke has a black tape. So I'm going to be folding everything inside out like so. Sorry about that. All right, I'll fold everything inside out. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I just watch the way I fold the black. Okay, I make sure that this stitch part is at the middle, while the one of the 18 inches too, the stitch part too is at the middle, but the one of 41 inches, you just leave it at the side like that. So I'm going to be folding the edges inside and stitch just the way I'm doing here. I'm going to do the same thing for the other side and also for the 41 inches. I'm not going to do that for the 18 inches. All right, so I've done that. I've stitched, so I only stitched that of the 8.5 and the 41 inches. I didn't do this for the 18 inches because that is what we are going to use to wrap our headband. Okay, all right, so my glue is already very hot. So I'm just going to be applying the glue here just to gum it together. So you just leave a small space. Just watch what I'm doing. Just leave a small space like 2 inches there and just wrap all the way down like that. So if you just happen to stumble on this video, thank you very much and I welcome you to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and drop a comment in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. God bless you. So I'm just going to be cutting off the excess like that and just fold the edge just the way I'm doing here. Okay, I'm going to be folding the edge. So these 3 inches, remember we got 3 inches that we divided into two. So I'm going to be placing it at that edge just to close it up. Okay, if you like, you can take it to your sewing machine and just stitch instead of using this gum. Okay, because I just like to work with gum here, then later I can tack everything together. Okay, so you just gum it all the way like that. So you take it to the back. Yeah, let me just tell you what I did off camera. While wrapping, I noticed that this 3 inches rather was too small for you, so I had to cut another one of 5 inches. Okay, I need to tell you that I cut another one of 5 inches and I use it to wrap it just exactly like that. All right, so for the 41 inches, you are going to fold it into two equal halves and you try to make a knot just like that. So this headband is very simple. It's what you can make for a little bride, children, even adults too can rock it. Okay. All right, so that is that. Let me just do it again. You fold into two equal halves, then you try to make a knot. I'm just trying to adjust my camera for a better view there. So you just try to make a knot, try to make a knot at that center, but this time around your knot is not going to be that tight. Okay, you're going to release it and make sure you have space at the middle, and at the side just split it the way I've done here. Okay, just want to separate the two handle, the two end like that. Okay, so you just plait it together, just form like two pleats each on each edge, just join together. All right, so you can see what I've done. I've joined it together like that. So I'm just going to be placing this one on it. Okay, if you like, you can use your hot glue to just gum everything down, but I just want a neat way, so I'm just going to be gumming some parts, just the edge like that. I'm not going to be gumming everything together. So this is the 8.5 inches with stitch, so I'm just going to be using that to form a kind of belt. Okay, at this point, just to hold that my pleated edge together. So that is that, and make sure it is very tight. Okay, once you wrap it round it tightly, make sure it's very tight before you apply your gum. Okay, all right, so I'm going to be applying my gum at the edge there. Make sure you are not using too much gum, you don't want it to be obvious. Okay, so I'm just going to give it some minutes for it to stay together like that. Okay, so at this other end too, I need to gum it down so that it will stay in place. Okay, just fold little of the edge like that. I'm just going to apply little glue there and gum it down. So we're almost there, guys. That's it. It's very easy to do. So I'm just using my hand to hold it. So I'm just applying little gum to that opening there so that everything can close up. Okay, all right, so you can see my voice is a bit low. It's raining here. So how's the weather at your end there? It's very cold here. Okay, so I just really want to make this video for you guys to appreciate your support. Okay, so for this other edge, I'm going to be using my needle and thread to tack it all the way down. Just watch the way I'm tacking. You can see. Okay, so I'm just putting. So if you like, you can try to add elastic to the edge here. So you can just cut 3 inches elastic and insert it into the middle of this part that I'm tacking now, and to the other end, just to have so that you can tack everything together. But I just decided to leave this one this way because I'm giving this to my niece. Okay, I'm giving it to my niece and she's just less than 10 years. Okay, so if you're making this for adults, I'll just advise that you put an elastic at the end, at the two ends here. Okay, before you tack the edge, so the edge of the elastic will have been inside, and you just tack it together like that. Okay, so that's the way I end my own tacking. You can tack whichever way you tack. Okay, just the most important thing is you don't want your thread showing, you don't want it to be that obvious that you tack. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Guys, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So you can either use the front, you can flip it sideways. Actually, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, you can use that, and you can also make the back too to be the front. Okay, and make the back too to be the front.